People will truly do anything for content these days. I mean, anything. Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is V. Today we're going to be talking about the mother who decided to post on social media about how she took her kids on an airplane to Disney World and also took them to Disney World when they most likely had the norovirus, or the most violent illness that they could possibly have, which is extremely transferable and contagious. If you've never seen me before, I make lighthearted videos and tell jokes only I think are funny.
I know that's right.
Sometimes I talk about the trending online topics, and this came across my For You page on TikTok, and I was like, there's no way that I can't talk about it.
Put a finger down if you spent 1 year saving and planning for a trip to Disney for your entire family for your daughter's 5th birthday. You have the resort book, the stroller reserved, the shuttles, the meal plan, the lightning lane, all the things, all the Disney things. If you've been to Disney, you know. Spend 1 year doing this.
I go to Disney a lot. I mean, a lot. I visit the parks a lot. I've been to Walt Disney World a lot because I'm over on the California side. You can reschedule. They will work with you to reschedule all of these things. I know you had the meal plan, you had the tickets, you had everything, but if you have a illness that's going to make everyone else around you sick, why would you not try to cancel or try to talk to them about it?
And the night before you leave to go on this trip, your daughter says she doesn't feel so good. And a little bit later, she starts throwing up everywhere. And then a few hours later, you start throwing up everywhere. And you tell yourself it's food poisoning. Because it has to be food poisoning. Because it can't be the stomach virus.
Even if it's food poisoning, why would you want to get on an airplane during this? I mean, they had trip insurance, guys. They had trip insurance. They could have rescheduled these flights. They could have rescheduled the dates. They could have rescheduled the trip.
So you get up the next morning, after 0 hours of sleep, and you decide to make it to Birmingham, where your flight leaves out of. You're going to make the 2-hour drive to Birmingham and reevaluate the situation when you get to Birmingham. And the next thing you know, your 7-month-old is throwing up in his car seat.
So even if it was food poisoning, your entire family has this contagious thing that is happening to you, and all of you are puking. Why are you going to the airport?
Denial. It's called denial. You get to Birmingham, get through security, get to your gate, board this plane against your better judgment. Okay? You get strapped in, your husband's not doing so well, okay? And you take off, and your 7-month-old has the most diabolical, ungodly blowout in his diaper that you have ever seen in your entire life. You reach into the diaper bag to get the pack of wipes. You pull it out, and there are 2 wipes.
I paused it early, but she was about to say that she had 2 wipes in the diaper bag and no extra clothes for a 7-month-old baby. I don't care where you're going, at all, period, total. I don't even have kids, and I would know to bring extra clothes, especially if you're going to Disney. How are you not having extra clothes anyway? Because you're gonna wait for a bus to go to your hotel, depending on if you are staying at a Disney resort or you're not staying at a Disney resort. I don't understand this part of it at all. How do we not have extra diapers? How do we not have extra wipes? Why are you going on the trip? If you are so sick you can't remember to pack a diaper bag properly for your child, why are you going on the trip? And I'm just gonna keep repeating myself here because there's not a lot to say. In her 5-minute video, this woman is facing extreme backlash. I had to find this video on a different account, a reposted version of this video, because she deleted it from her main account. I wasn't able to find her main account either, so I'm assuming she also deleted her account after this. I'm gonna cut this part of her talking out and just tell you exactly what happened because she keeps on the video and it's killing me. But essentially what she says is she tries to take these 2 wipes and clean up what she can of the child, and then takes a blanket out of the diaper bag, wraps everything in a blanket, and uses it to also wipe, and then puts the blanket back in the diaper bag. Just imagine the smell around you. This entire row of people are throwing up. And not only are they throwing up, this baby is probably crying. probably panicking because they're sick. Now the entire airplane smells like diarrhea. Baby diarrhea at that. She also says that her husband puked so much on the plane sitting in his seat that he filled up 2 barf bags at the seat. I cannot take any more of her storytelling, it's killing me. So I'm just gonna tell you the rest of what happens. By the time they got on the airplane, he was puking sick, throwing up so bad that he filled up 2 barf bags. And they're coming from Alabama to Florida, which that's not that long of a flight. That's how fast this virus, the norovirus, hits a person. And she just contaminated and infected an entire plane of people. And later on, they decide to go into the parks, even though they are already sick. They check into their hotels and they decide to go to the parks. The amount of people that you are infecting that are getting sick from this is biological warfare. Are you kidding me? And then her 4-year-old child, who she says has not slept or eaten in 24 hours, had a pageant the day before where she didn't even wash the makeup off of the kid and put them on an airplane. Okay. Your kids are also 4 and 7 months old. One of them is not going to remember this trip at all, and the 4-year-old is probably going to be so traumatized they're not going to want to go back.
I need to hear from the people who were on that plane with the family who brought on norovirus. Because I would sue. I would sue. I wouldn't even need to catch that to still want to sue. Because I have kids. We've had that in our household a few times with other stomach bugs. And there is a distinct smell of when your body is going through something like that. And to think about being on a plane in an enclosed space, people close enough where you can feel them breathing and like elbow to elbow, no actual air circulation. Mind you, she didn't even have clothes, a change of clothes, and like what, 2 wipes?
That's what I'm saying. Like, if you have an actual fear of throwing up and you heard that on a plane for 2 straight hours, like if I heard that on a plane for 2 straight hours, or 3 hours, or 4 hours, or however long they decided to fly for, oh my god, I would be so traumatized. They knew better. I mean, even if you had this level of food poisoning, you had trip insurance. You could have canceled your flight and took another flight or took a flight the next day. Especially your 4-year-old child already went to a pageant the day before. Come on now.
I want them put on a no-fire list. Like, this shouldn't be allowed in no airport. They should not have the luxury of traveling. Like, you knowingly took your family of 4 on a plane and you were sick, throwing projectile vomiting, your baby, your 7-month-old, maybe CPS needs to be involved too, because you are literally taking your sick family on a trip, exposing all kinds of people to this virus, and you don't care because you saved up for a year to go to Disney World. And I just found out that she had trip insurance.
You've probably heard of this mom who loaded her entire sick family up into an airplane to fly to Orlando with norovirus. They're actively throwing up or pooping themselves by the time they land in Orlando. Breaking this down, the incubation period of this virus is less than 24 hours based on what she said in this video. You now have a plane full of people and everyone you've come into contact with at Disney and your hotel, all exposed to your virus. I'm part of the We Do Not Judge mom group, and this mom made it really hard, even in her, apology. I'm doing air quotes because she basically just said, I don't really have words to explain myself. We just did it. So let me be clear. My family, if one of us gets sick, we're clobbered. We're out. Done. The second one of my kids is exposed to something, that's it. Our whole family. Then. Let's look beyond ourselves at the collective total of humanity, and if we get sick, let's find out the incubation period of our illness.
She didn't have to share the story online. She did share the story online thinking that it was going to be a positive experience, but people were ripping her apart in the comments, ripping her apart in general as of why are you doing this? And especially going to the parks after they already knew how sick they were. There is such a lack of consideration for the people around you. And the fact that COVID was 5 years ago, did we not learn anything from that experience of what a pandemic can do to people? I don't know, guys. What do you think about this? Tell me what you think in the comments. I really want to know or hear from you what you think of this situation or story. I am disgusted and appalled, and I really hope that everybody else who was on that plane and at the park that day that ended up getting sick from them is doing okay. And I don't know what this lady was thinking. Alright, I'll catch you guys next time. Bye.